In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing a thing for the podcast.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast.
Fuck boys.
Fuck boys.
Fuck boys.
I thoroughly appreciate that. That's the catchphrase that we landed on for our show.
I know, right? Out of everything.
Yeah, out of everything.
Fucking 3 years strong.
Yep. And there is a comma in there. Just want to make that very clear.
Again, you just have to decide where it goes.
Yeah, that's on you.
Well, boys, it's fucking Friday,
Yeah.
and we're in a semicircle. Got sticks in our hands. We only have 1 drink on the table. Feels off.
Oh.
And John, what are we about to do?
Stick me.
It's gonna be one of those days.
Well, this just got a little awkward.
John just put his stick in my hand.
Well, now I'm masturbating. Like, that's
I don't even have to do a Dutch rudder. This is great.
I told you, man. Hero Sports needs a fucking OnlyFans.
I'm telling you, it's coming.
If we're doing that kind of content, I need to cut. Sorry. Like, I'm all about charity and everything like that, but
Gonna have to grease John's palms.
OnlyFans.com/bigsticksoftball.
There you go.
Oh man.
Jazz is giving me some ideas, boys. Yeah, I'm just saying.
anyways, we're about to masturbate, boys. There's
Donks
also a
and
comma in
dingers.
there.
OnlyFans.com/donks and dingers.
Donks and dingers, baby.
In a couple years, we're gonna have to go back through and like search up all these
No,
OnlyFans
no,
names
don't
that
do that.
we created.
Don't do that.
just see who took the ideas.
It's probably the listeners.
Fucking good on you. Just
Right?
make sure you hit that Patreon once that first
There you go.
paycheck comes in.
Seriously.
We
Yeah.
have some listener right now that's making fucking 100,000 a month off skinny and a mini.
And Jazz is over here fucking kicking himself.
Damn it! Should have never gotten rid of that car.
Oh fuck. Well,
Now you get skinny and F-150.
there's more room for activities.
I got
I can do cartwheels now.
Well, y'all ready for the debate topic? Jump right into this shit.
Yep.
was inverted.
Do it.
All right. What is something that you would not try even once?
Jazz.
You can't knock till you try it,
Yeah, I
right?
mean, you know.
I mean, I'm assuming you're saying normal stuff, right? Like, I would never try crack. Like, I don't like.
That's
But I'm assuming
fair.
you mean like.
Yeah. Like, I personally would probably never try skiing.
Okay,
Water,
that's what I
no-
mean.
water skiing or snow skiing?
Water skiing specifically. Snow skiing, same thing. Like, but like water skiing, I'm like, that, I'd fuck myself up so bad doing that.
It's actually really fun.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of interest in water skiing. I do want to try wakeboarding at some point, though.
I've tried wakeboarding. Wakeboarding is fun as fuck. Like, I like wakeboarding and snowboarding. Fucking down for that. Skiing, though, I'm like, I'm going to hurt myself.
Yeah, but you get one of those cool jumpsuits.
I've seen you ski in the back of the Polaris.
That is neither water skiing nor snow skiing.
Oh, we're talking about different kinds of skiing.
We were
Okay.
near water. That's the closest it came to water skiing.
Sorry. I was there.
So
In
I'm
the back
assuming
seat.
I'm assuming you mean like, obviously, like
Yeah, like normal
crack
stuff.
doesn't. Like,
Yeah,
I think
the
we can all
obvious
agree that
shit,
we're not
yeah.
going to do that,
Yeah,
right?
the obvious shit. That's no fun.
And John's like, what do we got against crack cocaine?
I was always taught try everything twice. Just make sure
Yeah,
you like it or
absolutely.
don't like
I
it.
think I can pass on crack.
I can probably pass.
Yeah,
on
anything
that.
I think where I need to be like, well, all I need is a light bulb.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking, I don't think I need to do that.
No, I
Like,
can't.
if you do heroin twice, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I can't really. I don't know. Just like ordinary daily type shit that you wouldn't do.
There's not a lot I wouldn't try.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'd never
It's
run
just-
for office.
yeah,
No,
I'm on board with that.
Definitely that. No.
Yeah, I'd never
Like
try
at
to run
any
for
level
office.
or
At any
just
level.
at any
No.
level?
At any level.
Too many
Fair.
skeletons. Too many skeletons.
I wouldn't make it. Like, you're fucking stupid. They'd be like,
See,
you can't say that. But
you-
fuck you too.
I don't think you can say that anymore.
What?
After Trump, I don't think anybody can be like, I wouldn't make it. Like,
No, do you know what it is? It's actually so I have no interest in being in politics. But
Yeah.
two, I think one of the best reasons I ever heard for not going into politics was actually from Colin Powell. Because everybody wanted Colin Powell to run for president. Especially after he was sec def and all that kind of stuff. And he was sex state too, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
And he was like, I will never run for office. Not because of them going after me, but because I have family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't want my family to have to deal with that spotlight.
For sure.
Right.
And I think because it's not about policy anymore. It's all about just rock star status. And
Yeah.
I'm not gonna whatever, people can talk shit about me. I don't give a fuck, but I'm not gonna expose those I love to that kind of bullshit. So.
Yeah. That is one thing that's sad at any major, like once you hit that certain celebrity status where it's like, we've kind of uncovered all their skeletons. Let's go see what's going on with their family. It's
Mhm.
like, oh, come
Yeah,
on
it's like,
now.
hey,
Like they
guys,
didn't fucking ask for this.
their families
Like,
aren't in office.
Yeah. Like, well, who's that?
But Hunter Biden's a piece of shit.
.com.
That's not even like, that's just like, hey, look at how, like, this is a fucking problem. Like and it's affecting like everybody. That's
And
not just
and
like
that's why I don't do crack.
just another reason.
There you go.
Just another reason.
Why wouldn't you try crack? Hunter Biden.
And that's a
There you
fucking
go.
valid argument. It's those two words, and people are like, all right, yeah,
I
like,
get it. I get it.
it's fair. I would, I don't think I'd never own and drive a Prius. Not because of the car, just because of what other people will think of me and how
Yeah.
shitty it is to be behind the wheel of one of those.
That's like,
things.
I love BMWs.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever drive a BMW
Yeah,
because of what other people have done to the reputation of
Absolutely,
BMW. That's
yeah.
kind of what you're talking about with the
yeah.
Prius.
Like it's not like don't get me wrong. If you want to get good gas mileage and shit, fuck, I totally get that. I totally understand that. But so many fucking idiots own and drive Priuses that it's like I feel like I'm like I know you're gonna fuck me somehow
Well, it's
while
the
we're on
people-
this road.
The problem
Like,
is that the Prius was first. And so everybody was buying it and it turned into, they were like vegans. Like it was like
yeah. The vegans of the roadway.
Yeah, and it was just like, let me tell you how much I'm saving the world. And it's like, should I explain to you how lithium batteries are made, or should I just let you live your delusion? Like, but yeah, for me, it's definitely politics. What about you, John? You ever been approached with a situation you were just like, nope, I'm set. I have no curiosity about this at all.
Probably. I just gotta think. Like, I don't know. I'm usually like pretty open minded about stuff that I haven't done. And it's just like,
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm pretty much try anything twice.
oh, I know.
Butt stuff.
Fuck.
Start in the shower.
Yeah.
We've said it a million times.
Yeah.
There's only one of us that have like dug their heels in on that, and he's not even here.
It's true. I think it's because he has started in the shower and he liked it a little
I
too
think he's
much.
upset that he didn't start in the shower.
Yeah, right.
And he's like, fuck. It's like, I can't admit that he's right. So I'm just going to be mad at
He
him.
went straight Marine Corps with it and was like, strap it on, let's fucking go. And I was like, no, bro, you got to ease into that shit. Like, you can't just full send. Like, this doesn't work that way.
It's like a rubber band in the winter. No.
Yeah. Hold it for a while. Let it warm up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head.
Hmm.
Something that I wouldn't do. No. I need suggestions. Because like I don't really focus on things I wouldn't do. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
Like I agree with the politics.
yeah.
Like no desire to run for office in any way, shape, or form.
I don't think I'd ever own another cat.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The only way I'd have a cat is if I had a barn, and then the cat would live in the barn.
I know something I wouldn't do. start a
that?
nonprofit organization.
Fuck this shit.
He's like, I'm now at the point where I'm like, all right, I'm okay with this decision.
If I'd have
but
done this amount of effort for profit, it would have been a completely different story.
it's true.
But that's one thing I got to give you, man, is that like you could have scumbagged it and been like, no, we're a nonprofit. I mean, I make $500,000 a year, but we're a nonprofit. You could have scumbagged it. I'm looking at you nonprofits out there know who I'm talking about too. And there's veteran ones that do the shit. So
no, it's
but
Gary said climb Mount Everest. Fuck that.
Yeah, hard pass. On any adventure where there's a solid chance that I could die.
like
where
1 out of
where
3.
the chance that you're gonna die
Yeah.
is higher than you completing it.
Did
Yeah.
you drive on 1604 every day?
It is. No shit.
You died on the way here.
It's a fair. Yeah, my aluminum body pickup truck. There's
No.
a fucking solid chance that I'm
I would
gonna die.
climb Mount Everest, but not today. There are too many people on that mountain.
It's literally too crowded.
very
Yeah,
true.
like,
That is how you're going to die. It's not because of
Yeah.
overexposure or the elements or whatever. It's because the weather clears. You have this tiny fucking window to
Yeah.
summit, and you have
For sure.
400 people trying to do it at the same time.
It's crazy that for the longest time that was like the peak of like mountain climbing, and then they were like, all right, how can we turn this shit into Vegas? Like, how
Yeah.
can we just
Yeah.
get as many people up top and back down as much as possible
Yep.
in
Yeah.
the shortest amount of time?
Yeah, I mean, there's other mountains that aren't as overpopulated.
Yeah.
But no, I think that would be I mean, it's not something that I'm like, I'm going to plan 10 years from now, I'm
Yeah.
climbing Mount Everest.
Yeah.
No, but if like an opportunity comes up and I'm like, yeah, it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
And I see that, but I think it's one thing I would never, like we were talking about like the free divers and stuff. I don't think I'd ever take something.
oh, there you
where
go.
it's
No,
like,
that one.
Yeah.
You want
free
free dive to 100 meters?
No,
No,
I'm
I'm
out.
all
I'm
set.
out.
I'm good.
I'm out.
How about
There
I
you go,
get
you
all the
found
way
one.
down there and just breathe through a fucking tube
The
and
way
enjoy
my-
the view?
The way
Like,
my body works, I can't hold my breath that long. I can't.
Well,
Yeah, but after talking to him about diving, and he's like, no, at 100 meters, man, you got to like,
yeah.
it's like a thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
then
100 meters you're in tech diving territory. At
Yeah, but that
point.
motherfucker-
recreational diving is it limits at I think it's 40 meters.
okay, yeah, see? So more than double that,
So
and
100
yeah.
you get no
120 feet.
gear.
Yeah.
no, I'm
130
set.
feet.
And you're just looking
I'm
like a
good.
mermaid with a
I'm
fucking
all
mask
good.
on.
I'm
like-
good.
all set. That as far as
I'm out.
if I'm involved, and I think I speak for everybody on this panel, Homeboy's world record is safe from everybody here. Like we're not
No,
we're not looking to try
that's
and
not what
take
I'm gonna
that
try to
from you.
challenge.
No,
Yeah.
nope, he's
Yeah.
good. He
I
got
don't-
it.
I don't think I'd take anything to the level where I'm like, yeah, I could die. Like I like kind of like the Everest thing where it's like, no, there's a solid chance I could die.
Yeah.
I'm just not
No,
willing to
I'd
do
be
anything.
all about
I
summiting a
thoroughly
mountain.
enjoy putting myself in a situation where there's
It's fair.
a good probability that
Yeah.
shit can go wrong.
John just out there
quick.
chasing the dragon. Like,
I-
everything
it,
he does.
It used to be way fucking worse.
No,
I've
don't get me
calmed down
wrong.
a lot. but-
I like
Yeah.
doing shit that has a risk where it's like,
Yeah.
all right, if I fuck this up,
Mhm.
There's
there's going to be
chance.
consequences.
There's a
So like,
chance.
yeah.
Yeah.
But there is some stuff that you just look at and you just go like, nope.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Yeah.
that free diving to 100 meters, fuck
Yeah.
that.
Did you see
Everest, yes, because
Actually-
somebody else would kill me. And apparently Everest is the tallest,
Yeah.
right? But there's apparently actually other mountains that are harder
Yeah.
to summit. They're just not as
Yeah.
like K2 is
K2 is
apparently harder
Yep.
to do. It's just not as tall.
Yeah.
And what they mean by not as tall is it's nominal. It's a very small.
We're talking.
amount.
I think Everest is at like 17.1 and Kilimanjaro is at like 16.5. We're not talking about
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Did you see that video? I think JT posted yesterday. That dude did 3 backflips on a motorcycle.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, there you go.
I'm all about
Uh,
riding motorcycles.
You know what?
but I don't know about 3 backflips.
anything that
Yeah.
Nitro Circus does.
Yeah.
I have no desire to do
So,
any of that.
Everest is 29,032
Oh fuck, I was
feet,
way short.
and K2 is 28,251. So there's about just shy of 800 feet in difference.
Oh no.
That's
Wow,
still
800
a
feet
whole,
straight up. That's a lot.
that's a whole lot of pass for me though. Like
Yeah.
either way.
I'd do like Kilimanjaro
So the cool thing,
in Africa.
so they are both at so it's 8,611 meters is K2, 8,849 meters is Everest. Above 8,000 meters, they call it the
It's the death zone.
yeah, like you can't live.
Yeah.
It's literally a death zone. The air is so thin that there's like records, right, for like summit times, and there's records for summiting with oxygen and summiting without oxygen.
Yeah.
And the people that come down after doing it without oxygen just look like they have walked to the gates of hell and just was like, not today, and came back. And I'm like, yeah, no, you can have that. I'm good.
Yeah. Actually, one of my former patients did all 7 summits.
Really?
Wow.
Damn.
Ben Breckheimer. Google that shit.
Bruckheimer.
Yeah, Breck. B-R.
Who was that dude in the US that did
BRECK.
10K in 10 days? And he did like all of the, he did 10,000 foot summits in 10 days,
Oh, wow.
which was just fucking
Jesus.
craziness.
Yeah, he was the first Purple Heart recipient to do all 7 summits.
Jesus. So Annapurna 1 is the 10th highest mountain in the world, and it has a fatality rate of 32%. 1 out of 3 people going up that mountain isn't coming back.
We're good. I'm all set.
Fuck that.
Right.
all set.
K2 is the second highest peak, and it's almost as dangerous, and the fatality rate is 29%.
That's still too high.
Everest, by contrast, as the article states, has a 4% fatality rate.
Yeah, because now it's just a business.
Yeah.
There's guide wires going everywhere,
Yeah,
and
for
it's like
sure.
a highway getting.
But
up
it's
there.
like
I mean, it's still
100
challenging. Don't
but
get
it's
me
like
wrong.
a
It's still climbing
hundred-
fucking Everest.
but it's like
Yeah.
$100,000 to do it.
Hmm.
Like by the time you pay for the equipment, the guide, and all this,
Yeah.
it's like $100,000. to
Well,
go
they
summit.
also have like the mules too, right? Where they like carry most of your fucking gear and you just
the
like-
Sherpas.
yeah, the Sherpas.
yeah, you just walk up.
yeah.
You know what they say is one of the hardest parts is staying in your tent, like, and not being able to like get out at times to acclimate and stuff. Like just being in your tent.
Because
and-
there's like base camp,
Yeah.
and you have to go there for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
And then
get used to
you
it.
go up like 4,000 feet, and then you
Yeah.
got to stay there for a couple days, and then you go up and you go up. So there's like base camp, and then there's camp 1, camp 2, camp 3. But that's the thing, is that they've turned it into a business
Yeah,
where you
for
just
sure.
pay and they just tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So between 1906 and 2008, 264 people reached the top of K2. In 102 years, 264 people went to the top of that.
It's 2 year.
Wow.
Damn. Okay, that's a flex. That's a fucking like you get to the top, you can flex.
Yeah,
that.
but it's also
Like,
stuff like if you summit Everest, you just walk by dead people because they don't bring them down.
No.
Like if you
No,
die
yeah.
up there,
Yeah.
you just stay up there.
yeah.
Yeah.
You just become part of
And I'm like, yeah, no,
you're the
they're-
mountain.
They use them as landmarks.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're at 21,000 feet because that's Bob.
Oh, we got to take a left at Steve over here.
when you get to Richard, you know that you're a day out, and it's like,
they're out there with like the get well soon balloons just tying
They're
it to them.
There's a pig.
they got
that
them dressed up
hit-
in onesies. It's just fucking
There's a pig that got hit by my house, and I was meaning to get a balloon for it.
dude just dressed up like Snorlax, just fucking chilling on the side of the mountain.
I got one for y'all. Running with the bulls or running of the
Absolutely.
bulls.
I'd do that.
I would do that.
I'd do
Yeah.
that on a heartbeat. You know what?
Yeah.
I'd love to do is go do that tomato fight.
That'd be so much
That'd
fun.
be dope as
Oh,
shit.
that looks fucking
Hey,
That
we
would
could
be
use
fun.
your passport to go run with the bulls.
Let's fucking do it.
Let's
Let's
do
do
it.
it.
Wait a minute.
That's
Hero
definitely
Sports
a
doing a
Hero
run with the
Sports
bulls.
event.
My passport is up to date, son. Let's
I'm
fucking
saying.
go.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally down.
Oh, man.
Dude, if Hero Sports is going to run
That's
with the
it.
bulls, that'll yeah, sure. Now I'll ask for a slot. I want to run with the fucking bulls.
Yeah, I mean, is it just show up and run with the bulls?
Yeah,
or is
you
it
show
yeah,
up with
you
your
don't
white
pay to-
shirt and your little fucking scarf, and
Yeah.
you're just like, let's get fucked. Like it's.
The only thing that I would recommend is
I'm a front of the pack,
extra
motherfucker. I'm
insurance.
telling you right now. Like I'm gonna be like, where's the crowd? Oh, it's like 300 people between me and the bull. Perfect. Let's run.
I
I'm
mean-
thinking light jug. Like, that's-
Yeah, I mean, we definitely need a videographer to go to capture all the.
Motherfucker, there's this
debauchery.
thing called a GoPro.
I'm just
on
saying.
the front and the back.
Out of the two at the table, I'm the only one that's in international documentary filming.
Fucking go for it. This one's yours.
So we found something Justin
I
would
will,
do.
I will go if I don't have to hold a camera, but that camera's not catching
fucking-
shit.
I'm fucking in. I'm in. I have filmed in some sketchy ass places.
It's going to be like.
Absolutely.
By the
what was
way-
that fucking movie?
We sold some more Africa footage the other day.
Oh, really?
When is it? When is the
I'm
next
not sure. I
running
just
of the
got a
bulls?
list.
Do you know what else I really
it'd
want
be
to
like
do?
if Justin films, it'd be like the Blair Witch Project.
It's just him going, motherfucker.
That's exactly what it'd be. It is July 7th to the 14th
Yeah.
I mean,
in Spain.
yeah.
Yep.
2nd to the 14th,
7th.
7th to the 14th.
7 days.
I'm already
long.
booked during that time.
That's my birthday.
2024 goals.
Okay. Let's get on the calendar.
There it is.
The other thing that I want to do is a holiday in India, the color festival where
Oh,
they throw
yeah.
all the pigment dyes
Yep.
and shit everywhere.
That'd be cool.
Like, yeah, there's some global events that I absolutely want to do,
Yeah.
and then there's some shit that, yeah, absolutely not.
You mean
Yeah.
like hot pepper eating?
Nope.
Yep, nope, I don't need to do that.
Oh,
That-
nope.
And that's in like
That is out the gate. Fuck no.
that's
No,
in like
I don't care.
I think that one's in South Carolina, the hot pepper championship,
That's fucking.
and those people just
That's
look like they're
retarded.
fucking dying. And it's like,
Retarded.
Did
no.
Mikey talk about the Hot Ones challenge that we did?
Yeah.
Fuck. That sucked.
I'm glad that I wasn't available for that.
I tried not to.
I'm
be
glad you didn't call me.
Yeah.
Could have been like, man, I know you haven't come to a lot of hero sports things, but we were thinking maybe you could really be like a hard pass. I'm sure there's a vet that needs it more than I do. Like,
I don't want to take this opportunity away from somebody else.
Somebody else.
He needs to feel alive.
Yeah.
I got
I
one
like
for
the
y'all.
Run of the Bulls thing though.
Yeah.
Running the Bulls is hot. Like,
Yeah.
I'm down, dude.
I think that's
That'd be fucking sweet.
yeah.
I don't know what the term for it is, but the free rock climbing where you or free climbing.
Base climbing or whatever.
No, that
Where you,
Yeah.
the
in
free
Yosemite
solo guy?
North Face,
Yeah.
where they free climb North
You
Face,
got no
like
ropes, no
40
nothing.
minutes, no nothing.
It's just your hands.
It's
like
just
a
you
bag
in a
of chalk.
Ziploc with some chalk in it.
Yeah.
And I'm
I'm
like, yeah.
fat.
No,
Well, even
good.
if you were in good shape,
No.
exactly.
Nah, see the way
Yeah.
gravity is set up.
Yeah,
No.
I don't.
nah.
You know, I have one that it's because of personal experiences, but it is something that I used to thoroughly enjoy doing that I will never do again ever for the rest of my life.
Crack.
And- no, well, that, but amusement rides, roller coasters, and shit like that.
Really?
Okay. I am so glad you said this
And
because
so-
the older I have gotten,
Well, but I have a story. I have a reason why I feel this way now.
really, because mine, I just keep looking at them going,
I always had that. It was like some dude gets paid $12 an hour to make sure this fucking thing's safe.
I have a
I
feeling.
don't trust that dude.
I have a feeling I don't want to hear this because I enjoy roller coasters and I'm about to like have my eyes opened.
So I went to Six Flags here in fucking San Antonio.
Yeah.
It was with Scott and his kids, I don't know, a couple of years ago. And they have the one where it's a big fucking tower and everybody sits around like in a circle around the bottom of the tower and it like
Yeah, and
shoots
they
you
just
up and
drop
brings
you.
you back down and shoots you up and all that stuff, right? So we get all set up and they come around, they check everybody, do all their safety checks, and they don't shoot you up at first. They bring you up nice and slow and then they drop you. Well, about halfway up, my safety fucking harness unclicked. And it was literally like wide open. Yeah. And
yeah,
so
no,
like
I wouldn't get on one anymore.
and
either.
so and
Fuck.
I love roller coasters. It's that zero, G
Oh,
feeling,
yeah.
the whole nine. Like, this is awesome. And that fucking happened. And I was like, oh my fucking God. And so I just like grabbed on as tight as I fucking could, went through the entire cycle of the fucking ride and got off. I'm like, I'm done. I'm fucking done. And then all this other shit comes out, like the kid that the same fucking thing
Oh,
happened.
yeah,
the one
yeah.
that grease stained
Except
it.
he
Yeah.
fucking slid right out of the seat and yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch more of the same fucking shit that's happened.
So,
and I'm like, no.
I've
Like,
actually
nope,
only
not
ever
doing
done
it.
one of those tower drops once.
Yeah.
And that was enough. I was like, yep, we're done with this. Like, this is,
Like, I've jumped
I
out of
do-
helicopters and planes and I've gone bungee jumping and done all that shit. And it's
Seriously.
awesome. But
Yeah.
I have
fuck
been
these roller
salty
coasters.
about the fact that I haven't jumped.
Yeah.
Right? I won't get on one of those tower drop things.
Mm-mm.
But if somebody was like, here's your plane ticket, bought and cleared, you're fucking going to jump, I'd be like,
Yeah, let's do it.
but fucking
I'm in.
rock
Yeah.
on, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
But that tower drop
No.
thing, I'll never do it
Fuck
again.
no.
But I do like roller coasters. But the older I've gotten, it is literally where I'm standing in line for the roller coaster and I'm like, fuck, man, when I was 16 and used to get on these things, I was like, can I just stay in the cart? We'll just fucking do it again. Like,
Yeah.
fucking,
Right.
And the older I've gotten, the more I'm like, this is sketchy as fuck. Like, I should not be getting on this thing.
Yeah.
It's like I see the videos on TikTok of the guys that are like, they're like, oh, hold on, something's loose, and they'll like drop a nut or something, and then hit the send on the
Yep.
fucking roller coaster just to scare the shit out of people. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, we'd probably fight. Like, it'd be like-
When I get done with
Yeah.
this ride.
yeah, it's on site.
Absolutely.
I got one for y'all. Hang gliding.
Do
I
it.
would do
I'd do
hang
it. Yeah,
gliding.
100%.
Yeah, I'll try that.
So I was like 100% down for it, and then I like watched a video, and I didn't realize that you're just like kind of clipped in from a cord onto it.
Yeah.
So you're like not really attached to it.
You're not
Like, you're
really
just-
attached to a rappel rope either.
You're not wrong,
I'm just saying.
but like I didn't realize that was the case, and then I was
You
like,
were
oh,
repelling with the
fuck.
same thing that holds the keys onto my pants. Like that's it. Like let's just get honest about this. Like,
Ooh, spelunking.
Done it, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
I would do that.
spelunk.
But if you don't like tight spaces,
Yeah.
because I went on one where it was like literally you had to flatten yourself and like turn your head.
Yeah.
So you remember when we learned how to low crawl appropriately? We're like,
Yeah.
get your helmet in the dirt. So it was one of those where like you're on your hard hat and you can feel you're sliding on the bottom and you can feel the cave scraping the helmet above you.
Yeah.
Like that's how tight the tolerant was. And it was like, how far to the other side? And they're like 52 meters. And you're like,
Fuck.
oh. So if you're going to freak out in tight spaces,
Yeah.
maybe don't recommend it. But if you've never experienced true dark, and I mean, like we talk about in the military, zero illume, or
Yeah.
like, but true, no light at all. It's an experience, and you can do shit like wave your hand in front of your face, and your mind will trick you into
Yeah.
thinking you're seeing your hand, but there is no light available, so you see nothing.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I saw an interview the other day that the current UFC light heavyweight champion did just that, sat in the dark for like 4 days straight to help overcome his mental capacity.
Do you have any?
Really?
I kid you not.
Jesus.
Sitting in that zero light space, like in the earth, the amount of shit that you rapid process through your brain,
Oh, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
because you lose an entire input.
Yeah. You're down a sense.
Everything else, you're just like you come to grips with a lot of shit really fucking fast, and especially what you did to get there.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like the whole like I might not get out of here.
Yep.
And so, because it's stuff like those low crawls and those tight spaces, if you don't wiggle just right, you could get pinched between an outcropping and the wall, and now you're stuck,
Yeah.
like, 100 meters in the earth. Like,
Oh God.
so
I'm
yeah,
getting
you
fucking-
fucking,
Ugh.
you rapid process some things real quick. But
Yeah.
that level of deprivation, your mind starts bringing some shit forward that
I'm sure you figure a lot out about yourself real
You
fucking
do.
quick.
Yeah.
you do. I'd imagine it's actually a lot like diving. Like
Yeah.
deep diving,
Yeah.
because I mean, it turns into
Well,
like
you can do there's cave diving, which is you're doing the same thing, but you're breathing through a fucking thing.
right. So now, like, you're entirely reliant on
Yeah.
just what you brought. Like,
Yeah.
at least with me, it was like, at least I know oxygen can get in here.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
but I mean,
But the good thing, a lot of those cave dives, like you don't burn too much air depending on where it's at because you're not like at depth. You burn a lot of air. The deeper you are, the faster you go through your gas. But some of those cave dives, like when they were talking about the where the fuck was that? When they had that soccer team got trapped in the caves in somewhere in Asia
Oh
from
yeah.
the floods. There's a documentary on Netflix on it. But those dudes, and they were taking the trips, the length of time it took them to get into where the kids were. But all that water, they weren't at depth. You know what I mean? And so their air lasted a lot longer than it would be if you're actually doing like a regular scuba
and that's what
dive.
I would think.
Yeah.
Like, so I would assume there's some sort of radio program and stuff that you can dive with now that
Mhm.
lets you calm.
Yeah,
Right?
there's comms. You do full face dives and you get ear speakers in them.
But some of those dives were like, you don't hear anything because you're other than water.
Yeah.
You'd
Like,
be surprised that the
water
ocean is very
water
noisy.
actually traffic sound really well. But
Between
um,
all the fish shit hitting the coral, the tides, or the currents that are coming through.
right, but it's not like I'm going to be talking to you and you can be like, oh yeah, you're good. Like,
Yeah.
you're losing some sense down there, and you can't really talk back. Like, it's a lot of hand signs and whatever.
Yeah.
When you start losing the ability to function normally, your brain starts kicking other stuff into gear that
Yeah.
you're like, where the fuck did that thought come
Right.
from? Like, that's a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so a lot of those experiences, it's a lot like, you see it in movies and shit too, but that whole thing about like, you ever stood on the edge of something really tall and you're not suicidal, but you're standing on that edge and you go like,
Jump.
I wonder what it would be like to jump from here. And
Right.
it's like, where the fuck? Like, why would I think about that?
yeah.
And it's like, and a lot of the full deprivation that deep in the earth and stuff like that, you start going like, what if I didn't leave? What if I just stayed here? It's like,
I really don't want to crawl back through that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's more like the jump would be really cool, but the stop.
It's
would
the stop
really
at the end.
suck.
Yeah,
It would
yeah.
really
That's what
suck.
gets you.
It's that free fall. It's like, this is
Yeah.
really cool. Slam. Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
What's worse is if you live through it.
Oh, Jesus.
Very true.
Did I ever tell you about my buddy? I have a buddy named Bill Maxey. Did I ever tell you about him?
Oh.
So he was in way before any of us, and his nickname in the army was Folgers, because on one of his jumps, he had his chute failed.
Yeah.
Deployed as reserve failed,
Oh.
but it was creating enough drag to slow him down, but not to the point where he could actually land.
Yeah.
And he just burned in, and he broke like 72 bones in his body.
Fuck.
Ugh.
So it was just enough drag to not kill him,
Yeah.
but enough speed just to break everything. So his nickname was Folgers because he was good to the last drop.
What's wild is he like
Oh.
is still walking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
you,
If you
you
didn't-
know Bill,
Yeah.
and he gets around
Was
just
it Bill that
fine.
helped us with the thing?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
No,
I know.
not that Bill.
Okay.
No.
No, that's a different Bill.
I was like, fuck, he's getting around good.
You wouldn't know that he burned in on a jump unless you told
Yeah.
him. Like he's like he's got his aches and pains and stuff, but you wouldn't think that he fucking burned.
Yeah, but
in,
he's got his
broke
aches and
72.
pains because he's almost 50.
That
and
too, yeah.
Like he's just.
But like he doesn't have like a limp or anything. Like it's fucking
Yeah, he actually doesn't have a bunch. I mean, obviously he got full disability when he got out
Yeah.
because. But he was still in for like 19 months after that drop because, because it was all rehab.
Oh,
Like the army
yeah.
wasn't like, fuck, you're broke as fuck. Like get the fuck
Yeah,
out. Like they
see
actually
ya.
like, and then they were like, okay, so now we know you're broke as fuck, but we kind of fixed you. You need to get the fuck out.
what about ice climbing?
With gear?
I don't
Yeah, I'd do it.
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be
I think
really
the only
fun.
sketchy part for me is like, what if you're like fucking chink, all right, this feels right, and then like mid pull up, it's just like psych.
You're still
Let's fucking-
belayed.
Let's get a rope.
You're still belayed.
That's true. That's true.
That's what I'm saying
Yeah.
is with gear.
Yeah, with gear. Yeah.
Because there's some of the
Yeah.
psychos that free climb ice,
No.
and it's
Yeah,
like
that's a fucking gamble.
I
if
don't
I've ever seen
care
it.
how nice my little fucking climbing pick is. Like, no, absolutely not. But like I said, anything that Nitro Circus does, nope.
Yeah. I saw
Given
that,
the-
man. Like 3 backflips. Can you imagine 3 backflips on a motorcycle?
Now, given the opportunity to ride in the passenger seat of like anything that Hoonigan does,
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm in.
BJ
yeah.
Baldwin.
Yeah,
Ooh.
for sure.
BJ or Patrana or
Yeah.
Block
Yeah.
or like any of those guys,
I'm
if
in.
they're driving and
For
they're
sure.
like, we got a passenger seat, I'd be
Yeah.
like,
I would be,
fucking-
give me the fucking
where do I
notebook.
need
Left
to be?
6, right 4.
Flat out till shrub, turn left 6, 4,
100%.
half throttle. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in.
Halfway through, I don't fucking send it. Let's go.
Where do I stop? What page are we on?
I'd be like,
That
was that a
wasn't the
cow?
turn.
The cow wasn't in the fucking. I don't know. Ken, just fucking go. Like I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
All right, I got the last one for y'all that I just happened to come across. Extreme ironing.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Extreme irony?
Extreme ironing.
Oh,
No,
ironing.
that's just this show.
I know. That's what I was like. That's weird. No.
Iron.
It's an adventure sport in which participants iron clothes in extreme and hard to reach locations, such as the top of a mountain, in a river raft, at the bottom of the ocean, in
Mike,
the way.
I want to start this division for Hero Sports.
I shit you not.
I'm going to let you head that up.
I just
See, this is what I talked about. If
There
you
you
have
go.
an idea,
There
Mike's
you go.
in.
I'm
You
telling
already
you.
got the logo.
You got the logo.
yeah, that was just more of a gimmick. But I googled
Extreme
extreme
ironing.
sports and
I wouldn't want to
extreme
iron
ironing.
underwater.
I just want to know the logistics of that.
That's what I mean. You need
Yeah.
a special type of
I
iron.
don't think.
Yeah.
I don't feel like you'd get anywhere.
I well,
Are you
it's-
plugging it in?
That's
in the
what I
water?
mean.
I mean,
Like,
are
It's
we,
not a waterproof iron.
are we electrocuting ourselves while we're ironing?
Wouldn't it just be instantly wrinkled after you did it? Like,
It's like wiping before you poop. Doesn't make any sense.
You're not supposed to do that?
Well, it's the last thing you do before you poop.
so the picture
Hopefully.
that they have on here is a dude on what I can only assume is like an off-road skateboard with one of the like kites that they do like the kite surfing with.
oh, that's literally a thing. It's
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's literally called.
Kite surfing.
Yeah, but it's like land kite surfing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so it's that setup, but he's got an ironing board.
Mike's
on
gonna be
the-
These
pissed.
guys-
I'm gonna show up to the next Hero Sports League at second base, just out there fucking ironing.
These guys are taking.
Jazz.
These guys are taking feminism to a whole different level.
There's no crying in iron, whatever that is. Are you fucking crying?
Jazz, what the fuck are you doing? What? I'm out of the run line. It's fine.
Extreme ironing. There's no crying in extreme ironing.
Ground ball just going all around him. Oh,
You
fuck.
see me deflecting shit with an iron, just ting. Fuck off. Mike, I got your jersey. Let's go.
Dogs. Team dogs on the extreme ironing. There you go.
Well, fucking A.
The donks be looking crisp.
Well, leave a comment on something you would not do even once. And let us know in case we missed anything.
And don't say suck a dick because you're
yeah,
lying.
that's fucking.
Yeah, it's good. For no other reason than you're full of shit.
Yeah. You're a fucking liar. All right. Everybody's got a price.
fucking true.
Big Jim from the famous episode Fuck You, Sir,
Mm-hmm.
flat out says that he tries once a year to make sure that he still doesn't like it.
There you go.
Every year on his birthday.
There you go.
Mike, I'll get you his birthday. It's
All
good.
right. I'm in.
See?
Mike's just gonna return the favor. Make sure he doesn't like it either.
Make your battle buddy smile.
Yeah, it's like Justin saying he doesn't ski.
So he always sits middle on an
Oh.
airplane.
It's like, I got to capture these shots. Like, yeah, motherfucker, you're over here skiing, bro.
Different kind of shots.
Okay. Okay, Mike, sign us off.
Oh, fuck. I forgot.
Well, start with the Hero Sports website.
Yes.
Oh, herosports.org, Instagram, Facebook, all the social media stuff. Go check it out. We do some cool shit.
We need to get Scott and Mike Barker on a podcast with just those two.
Just those two. So it can just be that and be like, fucking, I don't know. What do you want to talk about? Fucking, I don't know.
The whole podcast. The actual podcast will be 5 minutes and then an hour of them just back and forth. Who's going to sign it out? Who's gonna, are you going to do it? Am I going to do it?
Yeah,
You going to do it?
fucking-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO. Score yourself 15% off your order.
Hey, you forgot too.
No, I was going to say the Hero Sports thing, but we said it enough about it's not valid for the discount code, and it's not on the website yet.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. If you're looking to get them, check out littleguyscigarshop.com, undergroundcigarshop.com, and in about 2 weeks they'll be up on cigarsdaily.com also.
Oh, yeah.
And check out a Wellness at US for all your CBD needs. Use that code FreedomFriends25 for quarter off your order over there, 25%. And Icy Tech coolers for those who know, right?
For those who get it.
For those who get it. God damn it. One of these times I'm going to fucking get it.
It's not just me.
Icy Tech coolers for those who get it.
We don't get it.
I'm trying to get it. Use that code FreedomFriends10. Score yourself 10% off all this awesome coolers to hide those dead hookers. I think that's it for the bills. And
Sick.
other than that, it's three little things.
Tell your mom.
Tell your friends.
Tell your fucking mom's friends. We got a mediocre podcast doing mediocre shit with mediocre nonprofits.
Hell yeah.
I'm kidding.
Hell yeah.
Those guys.
Mike didn't even fight. He was like, you goddamn right.
No, it's probably one of the best nonprofits in the world. Herosports.org.
Could be.
Check them out.
Possibly the best nonprofit there is.
Probably.
I try it once.
Yeah. I tried twice.
Just to make sure.
Just to make sure. Yeah, I still like it.
We're so good for your publicity, buddy. I don't know why you keep coming here. Like,
Hey, man, you know.
We're just more skeletons in his closet. That's all it is.
Barker's all like, there's no such thing as bad publicity, baby.
telling
Let's
you.
fucking
Except
go.
for the Freedom Friends podcast.
There's PR and there's bad PR.
But it's all still PR.
It's all PR.
Yeah. But yeah, so three little things, boys.
Smoke on.
Drink on.
Oh, and
Hey!
God damn it! Freedom the fuck on,
Freedom the
boys.
fuck on. We'll see you next time.